What's up, guys? Welcome to your post-work, post-school Tuesday evening physics class. Hope everybody has had a great start to their week. Kicking it off with some nikke, we'll be doing Dragon Traveler in the second half, where I can get disappointed yet again by Guild Auction, because that's tradition. If you don't play Dragon Traveler, I don't know how to explain that. In other news, your boy needs a haircut badly. I feel like this is a cycle. I almost never get a haircut on time. But that's on me, I guess. You know, whatever I'm prepared to deal with or be lazy about making an appointment for is like my own fault. What is not my own fault is the policy changes to Discord, which we're going to talk about a little bit. This is something that I heard about because Discord made a notification to everybody like last week, I want to say. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And then forgot about it like 5 seconds later. But I was reminded about it again. And it was being talked about on the official Nikke content creator channel. And so on the official server for content creators. And I was like, oh, that's right. That's a thing. So then I looked into it a little bit, and like I have very little information. But somebody posted a useful article about it that we'll read through at least some of. I don't know how long it is, to be honest. But it has some information that will hopefully like lay some of our fears to rest. But it is a little scary. Or maybe scary isn't even the right word. A little frustrating. Depends on your point of view, though. Depends on your point of view. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So I posted a poll about it, and people talked about it way more than I was expecting. Anyway, before we get into that, and I forget everybody that's here, and I way get behind on chat. Let me see who's here. We got Dr. Yiggles on Twitch, Dr. Yiggles on YouTube. Hello to all the gotcha champs. We got Sudden, Vermouth Olive. Hello, hey, hello all. Got some back and forth there. Professor Sparks, would you consider hosting your own message board to circumvent the latest very dumb Discord news? I mean, I wouldn't even know how to do that, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Like, host my own message board, how? I mean, maybe I'm just like not IT enough. I don't know. What's up, Vic? Welcome. Goddess of Victory, nikke. That's right. I don't remember who did the announcement. Did we have like Mustang or something doing it today? Doro, please save us from Discord. Okay, so to be clear, I'm not trying to like say the sky is falling or get everybody to freak out. I want to talk about it, okay? Boo Patriots. Whoa. All right, we got some strong opinions about the Super Bowl that just happened. Dr. Yo says there isn't much I want from the auction. Yeah, there's 2, maybe 3 things that I want from the auction. Unfortunately, we did lose our last war. But honestly, like we did well. It was a very competitive guild that we went up against. So considering we're casual and like 5 of our members, I think, didn't even attack. Like it was very close, and we did well. We defended quite well too. None of our like main castles got destroyed. Let's see. There is no putting these fears to rest. Discord broke the dome of eternity, and raptures are coming in to steal our data. Oh my god. The raptures, they're going to steal our data. Dude, that was like the premise of that like terrible Ice Cube movie that was like edited after. It was recorded during the pandemic, but it was like not released until like last year, and it was like abysmal. But the whole premise was that like aliens were stealing their data. It was really absurd. I forget what the name of the movie is called, though. Some of you probably know. It's like one of the worst movies in recent history ever. Recent history ever? whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Um, what else? Hello, Lone Syndicate. What's up? What's up? You're not here to say the sky is falling, but oh my God, everybody panic! Holy cow! All right. What's up, David Santana? Hello, hello. Let's go ahead and claim some stuff. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe. Dude, it won't sneeze. It won't sneeze. I like kind of got the urge and then it went away. All right, all right, all right. Discord is pretty screwed. Can't wait for Discord 2. Yeah, Discord 2. Wouldn't that be hilarious if they just relaunched with Discord 2? No, I mean, Discord's not going anywhere, right? But we'll see if they change their policies or not. It is uncertain times, guys. In many ways. I mean, there's, you know, I like to keep things pretty, like, game focused, so we won't, you know, get into this. But a lot of, you know, world events have made many things uncertain. Let's grab some missileless whatchamacallit. What even are these things called? Common console. That's what they're called. We literally only have these kind of consoles, though. Like, what? There's no rare console or SSR console. Like, they're all just common console. Why does it say common? Anyway, console upgrades. Let's grab this wind thing. I don't need electric things. Grab one of these. Do I want to buy anything in here? You know what? I'm going to buy the abnormal ticket. Because we have abnormal peoples coming in. Chisato and... what's the other girl's name? I finished the series, by the way. It was not bad. I think it got a lot better at the end. Like, it gave me... Like, it started and I was like, this feels kind of lame, to be honest. But it got a lot better at the end. I'm definitely Team Majima, by the way. And hopefully Chisato kind of, like, sees the light. Do I want this? Yeah, we'll take the generic one, too. Now would be a pretty great time for Nikke to release kits and treasure info to distract us. I mean, they probably will tonight or tomorrow, something like that. You're grateful having the chillest gacha streamer to keep things bright. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's no point in getting upsetty about everything. For what it's worth, at least something we can't blame Trump for. This is the UK and Australia's fault. Interesting. I have no idea what the background is behind this, other than that there's kind of been a push for age verification on a lot of the internet. Like on actual adult websites and things like that. And this has all been something that's recently happened in the last like year or so. Here hyped for the collab. I'm gonna try and get one Takina. Yes, thank you, Jack. The other girl's name is Takina. Chisato and Takina. I wouldn't say I'm hyped for it, but I'm hyped for the new players that will be introduced to Nikke because of it, and I'm hyped for them. You know, that they will enjoy the collab, and I plan to hopefully get one copy of each character. Iron meta incoming. Yeah. You know what? It's kind of crazy that they're Iron. Because even though, like, Iron kind of makes sense as far as what's come out recently for units in general, it's weird that, like, the last collab was all Iron, and now we're going to have Iron. Which means that Iron is heavily weighted on limited units. Like, you have one of only 2 overspec units that is very hard to pull because of the low rates, as in Rappy Red Hood, which is the best iron attacker. And then below her, you have 4 iron collab units. Now, I don't know whether these Licorice recoil units are going to be like super meta or super OP, but like, you know, assuming they're good, you know, you've got Eve and Raven that are some of the best iron units, and then you're going to have the 2 Licorice recoil girls. And so like the only like normal iron attackers, you know, normal iron attackers that you have that are good are Bunny Soda and Bunny Milk. Also Treasure Laplace and Treasure Julia. But like all these units kind of have like stipulations on them, right? It's like, oh, it's an overspec unit, or oh, it's a treasure unit. That kind of thing. Or it's a collab unit, so no one can ever get it. Versus like you look at the other elements and it has way more just like usable, like good units in these elements. And so it's weird that they're pushing like iron to be like in this awkward position of like having so many collab units. Don't have much resources, you'll be skipping. I don't blame you. I mean, honestly, if I wasn't a nikke content creator, I would skip. Just because I have very little resources too. I totally understand that. You'll be waiting for Sparks' analysis before polling on the collab. Gotta save for 3.5 anniversary. Yeah. I will do an analysis ASAP. As soon as we get their kits, I'll do a like pre-launch analysis too. Vic says, what kind of people will be joining the nikke community though? I will say this about Licorice Recoil, okay? And I don't want to just like talk crap about the anime because it was a decent anime, and also I just don't like to, you know, just like rain on someone's party, you know, like yuck anyone's yum for what they like, whatever weird term we want to use for this. But it did have kind of a weird vibe. I couldn't tell if the show was meant for 13-year-old girls or 40-year-old men, which I feel like is not really a place you should be. Like, you shouldn't be confused about those two things. I don't know. It was just had a slight odd vibe sometimes to it. When is the update live? It should be on next Wednesday. Red Hood has kind of let us down in the last few raids. Yeah. And I mean, she's still a good unit. Like, she will still make an occasional raid team. But her main application nowadays is actually pushing hard mode campaign, which we're going to try and do that this stream, by the way. We're going to do some hard mode campaign. But yeah. You're back up to 70k gems again? Yo. Jack has been stockpiling. All right, let's get in here. Hey, welcome to all the lurkers. A bunch of people joined. All right, let's do the challenge. Yeah, we have maintenance tomorrow, so the collab will start. Like I said, Wednesday. Wait till you hear about how many rocks Jack has. I don't even want to know, since I currently have like 1, I think. Hey, the Hannibal is following on Twitch. Sorry, I was like, I couldn't read your name for a second. But yeah, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. All right, let's go to the shop. And we'll grab these. And we'll grab one of these, I guess, because that's all we can afford. Dude, somehow our whole Discord conversation, like our conversation about Discord on Discord, turned into a conversation about floppy disks. Floppy disks. Yo, that's kind of like saying it in plural is hard. And if I'm not careful, it's going to sound like I said floppy dicks, which, you know, I guess it's okay if you want to talk about floppy dicks, but that's a different conversation. That's not what we were talking about. Floppy disks. Disks. All right. Let's what are we, like 10 minutes into the stream and it's already gone off the rails. Let's advise some nikkes. All right, Nyuta. The Discord disc discourse. Yeah, pretty much. When stray thoughts do rise, oft do I retire to meditation. By what means ridst thou thy mind of such vexations, great hero? I listen to serene music. I sing out loud. I'll listen to serene music. To wash one's heart with a calm melody, a method most serene, verily. This humble one shall also, should the opportunity arise, employ such a means. Someone should clip what Sparks just said out of context. Oh no. Yeah, someone probably already did. Okay, let's go to Velvet. Velvet sits on my lap holding a spoonful of Oma rice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stream is already being taken down. Look at you, eating so obediently. Bro. Because you're the one feeding it to me? Because I know you won't get off my lap until I eat it? Number one, I think. That's right. I'm one feeding you, not some random maid. So how was it? Tasty? Well, Velvet, as much as I like you, I'm not a bottom, so it's not actually going to work for me. You really hate the upcoming changes, but apparently some game character faces are detailed enough you can fool the AI. I have no idea what you're talking about. Some game characters' faces are detailed enough? I think Nayuta would have rooted for Seattle. Oh, we're back to the Super Bowl. Nayuta would have rooted for Seattle. Sure, we'll say yes. I don't know why, but yeah, okay. In any case, even though I'm taking a break from Kraken, I will have more rocks than Vic. Is there like a custom module rivalry going on in my community that I don't even know about? Custom modules are not a zero-sum game, guys. Just do your thing. Fight the Kraken if you need to. No one's taking your rocks. Oh, the Discord ID changes. I see. So you're saying people are going to try and fool it with, like, fake ID game characters? I don't know if that would work, but who knows? You don't follow sports, so you don't even know who played in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots, and the Seahawks won. If anybody doesn't already know that, who cares? I'm pretty sure if you do care about that, you probably already knew. Sudden is pushing 160 rocks. So that's another way of saying that all of your characters have shitty overload lines. You have about 30 crystals to your name? Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like if you're trying to like save for a character, having like 30 to 50 or so is a thing, because you're like, okay, I'm going to save for the next like 2 weeks or whatever, and then you have stuff ready to go. Unless you keep trying to optimize Snow White, so you've put in like 200 rocks into her at this point, you know. That's a choice you could make. something that I may or may not be engaging with right now. Vic has 0 custom modules. Dang. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm right there with you. Let's see. What about having a brother instead? What? I have no idea what she was talking about. I'm not sure if I made the right choice or not, but that's fine. We're just trying to get all the dialogue options. All right, Red Hood. Also trying to get all the options here to get the sticker. There you are, handsome. Now that you're here, let's kick out the jams. Red Hood presses play on her cassette player. Da-da-da. Aren't you sick of this song by now? Hum along to the song with Red Hood. Wow, you've memorized the melody that quickly? You've just made my day. Ooh, my favorite part is coming up. Dude, always good vibes, chilling with Red Hood, listening to some oldies. Who else do I need to talk to here? Have I talked to all of our ladies? Maybe I have. I need to add a new person. Yet again. The cycle continues. Okay, so if that's true, who do I want to start talking to? Maybe... Maybe Modernia. Yeah, let's do it. I have no memory of any of her conversations. It's been so long. Commander, which flavor do you prefer? Grape or apple? Oh, is this going to be a bunch of her, like, being a child and not knowing anything? It's funny because now I have her in the skin, so. Let's go with grape. Grape? I wanted to eat the grape one, but you can have it. All right. I think I disappointed her. Same reason as me. Yeah, you've been pouring them into Snow White. Ugh, it's rough. Heard some folks starting calling Drake May the schedule, and it's my new favorite diss. Wait, what? Wait, why is Drake the schedule? I clearly missed something or have no idea what's happening. Grab this. Oops. I just went back to the outpost. All right, so maybe we should start talking about Discord. So, let me go to my Discord. And I'll put it up on screen here in a second. Okay. So, I made a poll just like an hour ago. And I was like, hey, what do you think about the impending Discord age verification? And got only like 10 responses. So, like, you know, not a lot of people actually saw the poll at that time. But we got 40% say whatever, it's fine. Nobody said it's good, it needed it. 40% said they don't like it. And then we have one vote for you'll stop using Discord if you have to verify. And one person that said, wait, what? Like they didn't know that this was happening. And then we got a long conversation of a lot of different people talking about this issue. And then somehow we got on to talking about floppy disks. Anyway, so Discord is doing age verification. And people are freaking out about it. I'm also like kind of unhappy about it. um, it doesn't seem like a great idea. Let me see, what are you guys saying? Yeah, abnormal should have stickers. I don't know why you can't advise them either. I don't know. The whole thing is kind of dumb. But yeah, anyway, so starting in March, they said that all Discord users are going to have to do age verification. Then apparently they posted here on their official X account that maybe actually it's not going to be all Discord users, because it said previously, they said in the notification that went out last week, all Discord users are going to have to do an age verification with either submitting an ID or a face scan. And then all users, if they didn't do that, would be defaulted to a teen account. So you wouldn't have access to restricted content. Now, the first thing, I just don't know what that means. Like, what is restricted content? Like, and I don't know, is there like Discord staff that is like checking all the servers and then like assigning it a restricted status or not? Or is it up to like the admin, whoever started the server, to like, label it as such? And does it can you like restrict certain channels on your server, or is it like this server is restricted and like that's it? So I don't know how any of that works. Okay. And I can tell you, before I even read this post, which will hopefully have some clarification, I will not upload an ID. Okay, just personally. That's not something that I'm going to do. So I don't know what the impact of that is, again. And I don't know, as someone who has their own server, I have the one for our community. I don't know if like, will I lose access to my own server? Will they shut down my server? What will happen to all of you guys? I don't know. But I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not going to verify my age. That's just not a thing that I'm going to do, no matter what. I don't even want to allow people to like make a copy of my driver's license if I go to test drive a car. Like, there's no way I'm going to upload a copy of it to freaking Discord. Like, that is not something that I want just like out there. And it's definitely not going to be the most secure environment. So, and that's just me. That's a personal choice. If you want to, or you value Discord that much, that's totally up to you. What will be sad is if then, like I said, this negatively impacts my community's Discord, and then none of you guys are able to use it because of that. So I apologize in advance if that happens, but I don't know. How I currently run my server, I've said this before, is that I don't care how old you are, but I assume that all of you are adults, right? Like, if you're on my server, like, you're responsible for yourself, and I'm just going to treat you like an adult, and I also do like very, very little moderation. In fact, I don't even have any other moderators other than myself, and pretty much people can do whatever they want. Sometimes I'll just remind people if like conversations are getting way off topic. I'll be like, hey, post it in this channel or something like that. And then there will be like the occasional bot that will come and like spam something, and then obviously I like ban that account. But otherwise, like, I've never like had to like kick someone because they were being too crazy. But my community is pretty cool anyway. So, my point is, like, I respect everybody to like conduct themselves in a mature manner, and so far that's worked out really well for our community. If you are underage, then I don't know, that's on you and your parents or whatever. That said, I already don't allow 18 plus content on my server. So, anything that has like, full nudity, pornographic content, anything like that is not allowed on my server, and I would remove any post if that happened, but that hasn't really been an issue either. So that's just kind of how my view is, and like, you know, how I currently run my server. And so if this all gets like messed up because of whatever Discord's policy is, that'll be really unfortunate, and just have to face it when that happens. So anyway, with all that said, let's go ahead and read what this post is, because I think they've seen a lot of backlash and they're trying to avoid the fallout here. So let's read if there's any like backpedaling or just clarification here on what it is. Okay. So they said, we've seen some questions about our age assurance update, and we want to share more clarity. We know how important these changes are to our community. Here's what we want you to know. Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or upload an ID to use Discord. So this is actually contrary to what they originally said. It says the vast majority of people can continue using Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. Okay, cool. So who does? I don't know. Let's see what else they say. You need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences, such as age-restricted servers and channels, or to modify certain safety settings. Okay, so this kind of goes back to my question on like who is actually determining if something is age-restricted or not. Now, as an admin of my server, there is an option I can tell you on my channels. I can make it age restriction. I can be like, hey, this is an 18 plus channel. But like that's totally up to me if I want to do that. And again, I don't have any channels that I allow like things that would need to be 18 plus anyway. But I don't know if this means that then there would be like Discord staff that would go in and check this. I have no idea. Who knows? Or if they would just like rely on some kind of like AI filter to see if something was supposed to be restricted. Or again, if this is just going to rely on the setting that the admin can make to make it restricted or not. It says, for the majority of adult users, we will be able to confirm your age group using information we already have. Interesting. Now, I do know, I can't remember exactly, but when you make a Discord account, I mean, obviously you need to do like your email, and then I think it does ask for your birthday, although you could have just like made up whatever you wanted, right? So I don't know how they could really verify it, but I guess they're gonna like just trust whatever information you gave when you made your account. I'm assuming that's what that means. We use age prediction to determine with high confidence when a user is an adult. Whatever the heck that means. We use age predictions. Some kind of, I don't know, algorithm, AI BS that is going to like see if you're really an adult or not. Honestly, does this mean we'll get rid of all the like super immature, annoying trolls? They'll be like, oh, that person's a 12-year-old for sure. Age restriction. Hit them with the age restriction hammer. I don't know. That's hilarious. Probably not. Okay, what else does it say? This allows many adults to access age-appropriate features without completing an explicit age check. Okay. When additional confirmation is required, we offer multiple privacy-forward options through trusted partners. Facial scans, so if you have to do it, here are your options. Facial scans never leave your device. Really? Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. That sounds sus. I don't know if I would trust that, but okay, that's what they're saying. IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. That's also sus. I wouldn't trust that. Like once something is on the internet, it is on the internet, okay? That is like rule number 1 of the internet. All right, Discord only receives your age. That's it. Your identity is never associated with your account. I don't know. All right. We hope this helps to clarify some of your questions. This work is important because building a safer Discord requires a thoughtful approach. alongside the communities who make Discord special. All right, so in theory, there shouldn't be much to worry about here. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see what happens in March. Yeah, you imagine people who bought Nitro, they can check their credibility there. Yeah, because you have to give like billing information and stuff. Yeah, I've never used Nitro as a free to play user. I don't know. We'll see. Ever made a 6-7 joke? You're now perpetually 12 and stuck on Discord kiddie pool. Yeah, maybe. Age restriction. If you've had an account for 10 years, you're probably not 12. Yeah, I haven't actually had Discord that long. Well, actually, maybe it's longer than I think. The original reason I ever got Discord was actually because of Pokemon Go. Because, like, I was trying to find, like raid groups to go, like, take down gems and, like, legendary Pokemon. And there was, like, a local community that made one. So I could, like, contact people and be like, hey, let's go get it. It was actually, like, pretty fun times. But that was back in, like, 2000, what was that? 18, something like that, maybe, when Pokemon Go was new. I don't remember. And so I guess that's how old my account is, whenever that happened. Let's see. Play of words. If you don't verify, your access will be limited, and if you don't already access limited content, nothing will change. If you chat rarely between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., you're probably at work and likely an adult. Yeah, I don't know how they're determining this. I don't know how they can predict your age. How can they delete something that hasn't left my device? That is a good question. Good question. Togashi Jax had Discord for like 8 years. That's how it starts. If you did nothing wrong, don't worry. Yeah, honestly, that is kind of... Yeah. It's definitely a tool of the corrupt, we'll say that. Pokemon Go came out in 2015. I think it's later than that. But maybe. I don't know. The best solution is use Gary's mod and have a male 07's face being scanned. I don't know what that is. But also that sounds a little sus too. You started using Discord for an MMO guild you used to play back a few years ago. Let's see. Additionally, Google already estimates your age based on how long you've had a Google account, so it's possible Discord would use that as part of your prediction of your Google account bonded. That's interesting. So I've had a Google account for a long time. Although the one associated with my Discord is way newer. So I have a Google account that is from when I was a little kid and was still at the point when you had to get an invite link to get a Gmail account. Because my sister, I have an older sister who was like on it, and then she invited me. She was like, "Here, you should get this," and I was like, "Okay, cool, an email. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a child," but so I have an old account. But then I made a new Gmail for like gaming purposes, and is what all my like YouTube and Twitch account is linked to and whatever. So that's like pretty recent. That's the one that's like associated to my Discord. So that would be bad news for me if that's a thing. Yeah, it was early on. Dr. Yost. It was when Google was like a brand new thing. I don't know how my sister was so cool and knew about it. Like I said, I was a child. All right. All right, enough of that. Here, hold up. I'm going to crack a window. It's getting warm. It's getting warm. Let's all have a conversation on Spark server about filing taxes so they assume we're adults. Do it. Do it now. Taxes. Are you using TurboTax, H&R Block, doing it yourself, or do you have an accountant? What kind of forms do you need? Professor Sparks, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a child. February 10th, 2026. Yeah, quote me on it. Dude, we already have a clip about floppy dicks. Now we're quoting me that I'm a child. This has been an interesting stream, guys. We're not even... we got a long ways to go. If you have an AOL account, you passed age verification. Yo, for real. I definitely never had an AOL account. Why was that so hard to say? AOL. That's like early internet days. AOL. Don't you guys hate paperless W-2s? No, chat has actually become a tax conversation. TurboTax is just too easy. I'm kidding. Don't talk about taxes. If we're gonna do it, do it on the Discord. Chat should not be about taxes. Isn't AOL dead? Probably. I mean, I haven't heard of AOL. I don't know. I have no idea. Is AOL dead? You remember trying to make an AOL email, but you didn't know English at the time, so you have no idea how that's going. TurboTax is awful. They lobby against implying tax codes every year. Yo! Sudden... Say it again for the people in the back. It is 100% true. Intuit is the perfect example. I literally was just having a conversation about this with somebody. Intuit is the perfect example of someone who makes a problem so they can sell you the solution. They and other people in the business absolutely lobby for more complex tax laws so they can sell you a product to help you do your taxes. Because if taxes were easy and simple, they wouldn't exist. Sparks, do you have to file an I-9 to write off all your gotcha expenses? Maybe. I don't remember the name of the form. But yes, basically I file self-employment taxes and write off expenses for things like my Adobe Premiere subscription for editing videos, as well as gotcha purchases that I make in the Google Play Store for like making videos and streaming, things like that, that is written off. All right. Let's fight Kraken, but not really. Let's quick battle it. Pray for some custom modules. Oh my God, we got nothing. Come on. Custom modules, bro. We are 0 for 2. All right, hold on. Hydrate, everybody. Quick battle again. Alright, one custom module. That was terrible. That was terrible. I don't even know if we can reroll Snow White one time with that. Let's get these rookie arena fights. I think Special Arena is closed today, right? Yeah. Alright, let's get these done. Yo, you're trying to sabotage my guild auction? That's rude. You saw a switch to Team 4 before you clicked Quick Battle. Once you've done one clear, you can Quick Battle with any team. Doesn't use it. Yes, Jack. It's just like a weird OCD thing that I have. I'm like, I've got to go to the right team. But yeah, you can just Quick Battle. It doesn't matter what team you used. It's true. It's true. There's like little things that I just have to do. Otherwise, my brain will explode. All right, cool. Done with Arena. We have to come back and do Tribe Tower. But let's get disappointed by Snow White first. What do we have in the inventory? Do I need to stockpile iron? Maybe. I'm still low on water, though. Yeah, let's just get water. Try and even this out. And get some core dust. Always get core dust. That's the mantra. With Overspec and Nice in the latest story trailer, do we assume that means she's part of 3.5? I would be shocked if she's not. Like, it would be very surprising if Nice was not the 3.5 anniversary character. Oh my god, we only have 3. I can literally reroll Snow White one time. It's dumb. What do we get? 10,000. All right. Okay, so the good news is I actually have all the lines that I want on her. So now we're just resetting for values, okay? So we're like going for really good stuff here. So we've got critical damage, attack, elemental damage. Perfect. Critical damage, attack, elemental damage. Perfect. And then elemental damage, ammo, and attack. Perfect. I want one line of ammo. It's arguable that she's better if you did like another critical damage here. But I think there's a lot of situations where you just want some extra ammo. Having the base 6 shots puts you in awkward situations sometimes, and I really think it's advantageous to have one line of ammo on her. But that's just me. And then this one, I was originally going to re-roll this crit rate and get a third line of critical damage. But I was thinking like, okay, I'm not necessarily always going to have her paired with Miranda. And I think having one line of crit rate outside of being paired with Miranda is good. I think it's better. So I'm actually keeping this. So I have 2 critical damage, 1 ammo, and then 1 crit rate. And so I think this is like the best split. But the thing now is re-rolling for values. And this is a really low attack. So this is the one that I'm trying to reset attributes on. But we only get to do it once. Because this is a pretty good line of elemental damage. So I want to keep this. Maybe at some point I'll try and go for like blue or black lines. But at the moment, like 22%, that's good. We're going to keep it. Okay? So we're going to re-roll this. Reset attributes. You wonder if Moran's favorite item could help her be a top 5. Burst 1 if it helps her. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. Anything's possible. We don't know what she does, but more than likely it's just going to make her an even better PvP unit. Maybe it'll make her also more viable in PvE. But they'd have to do something pretty crazy to make her like a top 5 burst 1. I'm a Moran fan too, by the way. So I'm not like just trying to be negative about her, but just realistically speaking, I think that's how it is. All right, wish me luck, guys. Come on. I want attack at least over 10%. Attack over 10%. This is my 5th time re-rolling this specific stat here, by the way. Like, I've done probably 200 custom modules into Snow White in general, and now this is the 5th time I have not managed to get higher than 7.59% attack. If they could at least give Moran a burst that's 20 seconds, that'd be great. Yeah, but you're right, but I would be shocked if they did that. I'd be shocked if they did that. Well, we'll keep effects. We'll keep our crappy 7.5 instead of going to 6.8. How does it get lower than that, right? What is the probability? Yeah. So there are 4 lower possibilities than what I have. And I'm shooting for, again, 10.4 or better. 10.4 or better. I have such bad luck on these. The only thing I have worse luck on than overload lines is the collectibles. This is hell for me. You guys all know. Let's see. Question, Sparks. If I have Crown and most of the S tier units from your tier list, is it worth it to use a selector box on a missing S tier unit? I mean, if you just have one lying around, I don't know where you got the selector box from or how long you've been keeping it, but yeah, probably. Who are you considering using it on? And I'll tell you if that's like a good choice or not. The only treasured character that had a cooldown reduction was Milk, yeah. And nobody uses Milk either, yeah, because it was just such a small reduction. Doesn't look like you'll have any licorice testing, you presume? Well, not with custom modules. And I have very few resources. But again, I'm going to try and get 1 copy of each unit, okay? I'm going to try and get 1 copy of each unit. Also, things can, like, get switched up in a day. Like, I've gotten 4 custom modules in 1 day. So we'll see what happens. If I get lucky, you know, and I can just, like, overload each one of Chisato's skills, gear or whatever, then, you know, I'll do it. But I have very little resources. Times are tough, guys. You know, still recovering from Snow White. And then I used my gold tickets to get Velvet. So, I don't know. Maybe I should have done a Licorice Recoil collab fund or something. Because, we're hurting out here, but I will do my best. I will do my best to get the characters and have some kind of video out for content. Oh, you're talking about how her... Okay, it's not even that her cooldown reduction wasn't great for Milk. You're talking about how her treasure went from 40 to 20? Fair. Okay, let's go to Tribe Tower. Sudden still has their 3rd anniversary selector and thinking of using it on Made Anchor. Made Anchor is very good. I mean, as you know, you saw my tier list video, by the way. Anybody who's not seen my tier list video, you should definitely go watch that. You can listen to it while you're commuting or like riding the train or falling asleep or something. It's like an hour and a half long because I rate every single nikke, okay? It took a lot of work of data collection and testing for that. So go watch it. Give it some views. That was the longest video I've ever made. No joke. But anyway, that aside, Anchor's good, very good, but she's good for like specific reasons, right? So I mentioned she's pretty much essential for trying to push beating Ziz or some other hard mode campaign stages. But I think it just depends on, like, are you doing that? Like, are you really trying to push hard mode campaign? Anchor can also be good for solo raids, but also, are you, like, really trying to, like, you know, do specific things in solo raid and get a high ranking, you know? Because I would just say, like, in general, even though Anchor's good, there's more useful or important things you can do. So, I don't know. I guess I would need to know who else you have as well. But you said you have most of the people in my S tier already, so I don't know. Cal says, I'm saving New Year's selector for Zvi if she becomes good with her treasure. You hope she does. I mean, yeah, at this point, wait and see what happens with the treasures. That's a good idea. Using it on Zvi would be wild. Like, she'll have to improve a lot, but that would be cool. You're also thinking of using it for Made Anchor or Bunny Milk / Bunny Aid. I mean, Bunny Aid is also super useful, Jack. That could be a good choice. Also, I don't know if you're in the position of now trying to push through some hard mode campaign stuff and you need Anchor, maybe. Bunny Milk is good, like if she's just like the last piece to like having your Iron Attacker or something. I wouldn't normally think to use it on her, but then again, who did I use my selector on? I used it on like somebody really obscure. Like I forget, did I don't even remember, but it was like, I'm missing Sora, so I'll use her, because it was just like the only unit I was missing. So, I mean, but I already had like all the important stuff built, right? So, you know, if you're in that kind of position where you're just like, I need this one thing, then like, fuck it, you know? I did not put Crown in the C tier with a bestie chime. That's true, Jack. That is true. For the people that saved silver mileage, they can get copies of Moran and Zvi that way. That's true. Yeah, good to know. All the treasure people are available in the silver mileage shop. So that is something important to note. You could drop a pic of your top nikkes in Discord for more context. You're also willing to save for treasures. Yeah, put a screenshot, Sudden. I'll take a look. You have everyone. It's more that you're trying to get them towards MLB. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, do what you gotta do, Jack. You know what you're doing. And you're on hard mode Ziz, then I would go for Anchor. Just I wouldn't even consider anybody else. If you don't have Anchor, or you know, and you're trying to do that, then just get Anchor. Just get Anchor. Got my favorite girls here. Going through Pilgrim Tribe Tower kind of makes me happy because I can just like use my 3 favorite units together and it doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. The treasure I'm most excited about is Privity. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Privity becomes very relevant again. I mean, who knows what they'll do, but considering how good she was for so long, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they make her very relevant again with her treasure. I'm excited about her too. Suck on hard mode Behemoth. Dude, Behemoth is another one that's definitely a bit of a gate. You need a lot of survivability and DPS. Anchor is very useful in that fight too, actually. You can turtle up. That's how I beat it. I think I went full on turtle with helm and anchor and crown. Yeah. The most disappointing thing for this collab is no English VA for Chisato and Takina or Walnut. I mean, they very rarely do English for collabs. It's generally Japanese only. Which, from what I've heard, this collab is particularly popular in Japan as opposed to like North America or Europe or whatever. So it would be really surprising if they offered English VAs for that. But that's just what I hear. Like, I don't really know that much about it. Considering I'd never even heard of the anime until the collab was announced. What's in the box? Core dust in the box. All right. Can I like randomly level up? I don't know if that's a thing that I... No, I can't. Okay. All right. All right. We're going to do some hard mode campaign, guys. I passed Ziz like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't remember. And then I kind of like took a break. And then I was like, okay, we're going to do some more campaign. I think I like did a few stages randomly in the last stream. But now we are here. Only one. Now I attempted this one time, and as soon as the second Behemoth attack came up, it just like immediately killed me. So I don't know if I need to switch my team or if I'm just like underpowered or what, or if I can beat it. I just tried it once, and like I said, I just like died from that attack, just trying to hit the interrupt circles, and I just didn't do it again. I was like, all right, we'll try this on stream. So we'll see how this goes. And if I can beat this, I will have officially beaten Nikke right before the new chapters come out. Because we are getting 2 new chapters. But then for the moment, for a brief moment, I will be caught up on hard mode campaign, which is pretty cool. But we'll see if it's possible. We'll see if it's possible. You don't have the power to clear this boss? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I do either. A pretty big deficit, and again, just like I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be realistic or not. Let's see. I do know that I need to hold the burst for this first one. Because if I don't, I can't destroy the tentacle when it first pops up. Oh, also, I should have been taking cover. Let's retry that. Oh, that was way too early. Gotta destroy this tentacle, otherwise it will one-shot me. There we go. Taking a ton of damage from that. Oh, Siren died. Siren died. Dude, the behemoth just like wipes out your health so quickly. Let's try this again. All right, so I gotta hold my burst. I'm bursting, or I'm taking cover too early because I'm scared. I'm out of practice since I fought it for the solo raid. Whew. Okay, okay, okay. We need to burst with crown to or with helm to heal. Oh, I ducked too early again. Again, I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid, guys. All right, big QTE coming. What? What did we fail? How did I hit it? I don't know how I failed. Okay, all right. Not sure how I hit that white circle, but that's fine. Oof. Dude, that's so crazy how much damage that does. Bro. I'm so scared of getting hit by that laser. There we go. That was a much more well-timed dodge that time. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. Here comes the QTE. Okay. Oh my god, we're dying, we're dying, we're dying. Woo, okay. I had the heal saved up with Helm there. She kept us through it. We're alive, we're alive. Bursting with Helm was clutch there at that time. Oh my god, we need to destroy this tentacle. We're gonna die. Oh, come on! Dude, we would have had it. Why couldn't I destroy the tentacle? Oh, it had like a sliver of health left. I think this thing would have been dead if I had done that. Oh, dude, that was 100% dead. Oh, man. That's annoying. That was right there. That was right there. Because I think we would have had enough time to kill it. That tentacle, I'm like right on the edge of not having enough power to be able to kill that tentacle. Which is why I have to hold the burst for the first one. That's unfortunate. Alright. Try this again. Bullshit. Alright, I'm getting my dodges more timed correctly though. I'm not dodging like way too early anymore. Dude, frickin' Siren died. Alright, retry. It was mostly on auto? What? I'm manualing this the entire time, guys. Oh my god. Why is this killing me? Freaking behemoth attack is so annoying. Dude, I don't know why I'm not surviving this anymore. I'm not able to kill the behemoth in time. What the hell? This wasn't a problem before. Like, the second time is a problem, but the first time, not that much. Oh, Sudden put some screenshots for advice on who to pull. Let me double check that. Oh yeah, I have auto on, so sometimes I can like let go of it and then like hover over where I'm gonna need to shoot next, rather than actually having the manual setting on. That's probably why that's confusing. Okay, Sudden has a lot of good units. Okay, the glaring hole Sudden is Black Shadow Scarlet. You probably already know that, though. As far as who you can use with your selector, though... Do you have Made Mast? Made Mast is going to be even more useful in most situations than Made Anchor. I don't see her in your screenshots. Made Mask could definitely be a good one for you to get. You have Rouge, you have Leader. That's good. You can't use it on Pilgrims. You have Helm. You have Made Mast? Okay. I wouldn't. Don't use her selector to get a copy of Made Mast. You don't need copies of her. That's fine. I mean, yeah, Anchor is not a bad idea. Anchor is not a bad idea. Because, like, aside from Pilgrims, which you do have most of, with the screenshots that you sent, it feels like Made Mast might be the most useful thing for you to get. Made Anchor. I don't know what I said, but yeah. Right, freaking Little Mermaid. Why is she dying? Why is she dying? Alright, we only have like a couple tries left, because then I have to switch over to Dragon Traveler. Alright, we're going to burst with Helm here to survive this. It's not ideal because we're losing out on DPS that way, but it is what it is, I guess. Oh, I burst too early. Damn it. We're probably gonna die. Yep. I forgot the attacks that she did, and I used my Helm burst too early. Okay. Dude, this really requires a lot of things to be done in the exact right order and be super on it at the exact right moment. Otherwise, it's just instant death. I think it's Snow White. I think Snow White is doing her like big missile thing and hitting everything. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, this is our last try, guys. This is our last try. Unless I mess up in like the first few seconds. I hate that I have to like keep healing with Helm. We miss out on a lot of DPS that way. Oof. Okay, okay. We timed the Helm burst correctly that time. We're gonna die again. We're gonna die again. F me, dude. I cannot kill that second tentacle in time. That's so effing annoying. Alright, alright. Unfortunately, it is time to switch. Alright. Like, I just need a little bit more DPS to destroy that tentacle. Maybe if I got the better attack lines on Snow White, that would make the difference. It's possible. It's possible. Let me edit the stream info. We're now playing Dragon Traveler. Do I need to resize? I think it's almost the right size, but let's see. Oh yeah, it was already perfect. Yeah, it's because of the stupid guild auction. Exactly, gotta switch. Okay. Claim. Level 68, woohoo! We got 2 minutes. Okay. So these are the things that I care about. So yeah, we'll see. Why do I have an alert here? Claim all this dispatch stuff. I target experience above all else, and then also these like blue shards. Because like just being able to make enough of like the blue characters for fodder and also build them up It's ridiculous. You need so many of them. You need so many. Going for Ares too. Oh, are you going for Ares, Vic? You already got her. You're trying to dupe her up though. Rappy burst 1 could do more damage, but would lose focus fire. I think I need Siren. I think I need Siren in that situation. And like I could like try and save a Dorothy burst for the tentacle, but the thing is, right before that, I have to make sure I'm saving a burst with Helm so I don't die to the behemoth attack. And it goes right into it. I don't know. I could probably time it a little better. I probably could time it a little better. Are you sure I can ever, Vic? I mean, I don't need to. I'm going to go for this first. I'm going to go for Serpent first. We're spending a lot of gems here. Unless we fail. We'll probably fail. All right. 2 out of 3, not bad. Vic, I hope you got that. I hope you got the Ares, Vic. Since that was the one that I couldn't click fast enough for. Let's see, we have a stone golem left. Knight of the Lake, Queen of Egypt. Honestly, like, Cleopatra's pretty useful. She's pretty good. Someone snagged her instantly and you didn't get her, Vic? Man, that's unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate. So I went for World Serpent because she's a brand new unit. Unfortunately, I couldn't see her cool little animation. Because I had to go past it really quick and grab my my other shards for Hades. Well, let's make it the profile pick for now. Why not? Oh, hey, big news. I broke the 2 million mark, which is pretty exciting. Not that that's like any real significance in game, but it's just a big milestone, right? Getting 2 million power. Also, other things that are cool. Let's go to Luminaries. I have Apollo, and I got her to a pink star, which is not hard, okay? It's not like I did a million pulls for an EX unit, okay? I pulled enough to get her once, right? Obviously. And then the first level after that is something that you can use your exchange for. So if you go to summon, I just made Apollo my my wish summon over here. So I got the second copy of her right away. And then the next level you just need fodder for. You don't need another copy of her. So it's able to go to the pink star. She's definitely a huge upgrade to my other world team and also a big upgrade to my Sanctum team. So a really, really big upgrade. World Serpent is pretty cool. She's a fun ultimate. Nice. So let's see where World Serpent is at. Let's also take a look at her. World Serpent, World Serpent. Here she is. Oh, she's a hungry girl. She's eating the world. I should like her since apparently she's hungry like Snow White. I don't know what the like single horn is. Like she's supposed to be a serpent, yet she has a horn. I don't know how that makes sense. But let's give her some gear. I actually don't even know anything about her. It's just she's one of the few units that I'm missing. So she's a Sanctum unit. Okay. An assassin. And then she also becomes illusion or whatever the dark is. Okay. Subclass. Sure, let's give her this. Thief. I like the crit hit thing, by the way. Although, actually, this is maybe even better. Let's just master it. This one is really good for Fenrir. Because if she destroys an enemy with her ultimate attack, then she instantly charges and can do it again. But she'll also get a bigger attack buff, and you can just like boom, 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 and chain and kill a bunch of things. But I haven't looked at this girl's kit, so we're gonna leave her on just the better crit sub class for this. Her ult juggles people midair. Oh, okay, cool. She jiggles midair too. All right, let's go to the codex. Filled that out. I'm trying to work on getting my blue guys ranked up. So there are people that I could get to higher stars, but I'm saving them to increase some of these blue ones that I never did in the past. Because that's going to give you a lot of permanent combat power upgrades that it is worth doing. It's worth getting these up, and then of course your SRs as well. But I'm trying to do the Rs first, and then the SRs. So I've been getting some of these up, but it's a long road, guys. That's why you need so many copies of the blue guys. I did finish the mages, thankfully. Physics, that's right. That's why we're here. Well, where am I on the priests? Okay, so I got one pink star in each of them for the priests. And then one pink or purple. Is it pink or purple? I don't know. For the R's here as well. Also, I think it's time for a quick bathroom break. So, BRB. That was the wrong one. BRB. And we're back. Let me move the screen up a little bit. Okay. So, World Serpent, nice. Also, got the Hades shards. You can get the Ares shards. Apparently, somebody scooped them from everybody. Do we have the World Auction going on yet? Not yet. Okay. How long do we have here? Oh, we have a while. Okay, okay. Guys, please remind me, chat. Please remind me. I don't know what there's going to be, and maybe I should save my diamonds, but I don't know. Any strat for guild conquest sparks. You can interrupt the first channeling, but the second feels like a damage sponge. What are we talking about? Strat for guild conquest. First channeling. Hold up, hold up. Oh, the dragon. Dude, I forgot that that's what that was called. I was like, what? What? I don't have any, like, particularly great strategy, no. I don't. It's pretty rough, other than, like you're saying, try and interrupt his big attacks. You know, hopefully you've, like, have energy to, like, use a bunch of your, like, ultimate skills then, but to be honest, I haven't put in a whole lot of time, like, trying to, like, come up with a great strategy for it. How are we looking on Guild War? Cool. We have one person who hasn't set a team. Who is it? Oh, let's collect some coins. Might as well. Let's see. Put in people that hopefully are useful that maybe not everybody has. So we got Hades, who isn't available right now, and Apollo. Do you manual the red dragon or auto? I've done both. Just depends if I feel like trying to manual or not. But ideally, like, basically you can auto, right? Because most of it is just, like, you're only targeting the dragon. You know, there's not really much to do. But you just, like, try and, like, when he's going to do his big charge-up attack, you know, that's when you want to try and interrupt that. So you want to have saved up your, I forget what it's called, whatever the energy things are, to try and, like, do as much damage as you can then. Our guild members are a bunch of goblins. You can confirm you are a goblin sometimes. Okay, what can we level up here? Maybe mage. Yeah. And then we'll go warrior, priest. Let's go priest. 69. Nice. I have a whisper message. Why y'all whispering to me? Oh, he fixed it. Okay, alright. Cool. We had one member who, like, randomly only had 3 people in a formation instead of 4. Which is kind of weird. Alright, treasure summon. Nothing we want to do here. Hey, did anybody ever figure out how to use the fate potions? I remember somebody was asking about this like a week ago. And I don't know how to use this. We all assumed maybe it's only during like a special refining event or something. But I don't know. But I've come to the conclusion that you should just never pull on any of these unless it's the current event. So like right now, it's all about invocation, right? And you do these. During the Horn event, we did all these. During the Halcyon event, we did all these, right? So, and as to my understanding, they'll probably rotate these every month. Oh, I see. So the Fate Potions will be once the Calamity Halcyons are released. Okay, okay. That does make sense because we don't have them yet. And they're supposed to be very good. So, like, if we go to the Magic Dash... no, what am I looking at? Gold Leaf Store, that's what I want to look at. You can buy these artifacts. I think these go towards making Mjolnir, I think. Or you can buy EX shards, which this is really tempting. But word on the internet is that the Calamity Halcyons are what you really want. And they get unlocked in 2 days. So presumably, we can then also pull them in the refining thing and use those fate potions, I guess. You've been spending everything on your treasures. I mean, I think at the beginning you want to. I did too. Okay. I spent like everything for like the first week and a half or something because you just need to build up your power. You need all your stuff. But I think now that like our accounts are a little bit more mature and we've had like one round of like each of these kind of events, at this point, I think we should be on cycles. So just save up until you get the event for that appropriate kind of material and like spend them all during the event, you know, because you're just going to get way better value. Because like right now for the event, you know, look at all this extra stuff that I got because I'm going through the event, you know what I mean? And then you have a chance at getting, you know, the rate ups on the special banner. And then of course the goal is to finish an event. So you get the, I don't know, where can we see this? Oh yeah, here. You want to finish the event to get the golden clovers. So that's really important because if you can, you'll only get the golden clovers if you get to the end of the event, which I actually won't on this one. I did on the last two, but then you want to use your golden clovers on the Calamity Halcons. But if you had been like saving only for the events right away, I think it would just really like hamper your account progression. Like you need to just like juice yourself right away, right? Otherwise, you're just going to progress super slowly initially. So I don't think it was bad for the beginning to just use everything right away. Is it worth it to spend gems to finish the event to get clovers? Yes and no. Like, you know, I would just plan out to save up so when you get to an event, you can then make sure you have enough stored up to finish an event. And maybe that means you have to skip a cycle, you know? But, you know, ultimately, you know, if you're close and you're like, oh, I got to 24, but I need to get to 2,700, I would probably just like spend whatever I needed to finish it. You know what I mean? Because getting the golden clovers is like such a big payout. But that's up to you. You know, you can also, you know, spend $8 and then like get all these things, which is relatively small, but still, you know, I don't know if you want to be spending money on these things or not. But yeah, that's up to you. I've bought some of these. I might tomorrow on the last day, I might purchase the rest of these. I got the discounted ones. I got all the discounted ones previously. Okay. Let's go to adventure. I've done a lot of these things. So for Titanborn, I'm on 18. I can't beat 18. He's way too strong. But let me show you the team that I am using. Oh, I can't because I can't challenge him again. You know what? Screw it. We'll just buy one so you guys can see it. Okay. So we'll try 18. I'm just gonna die because I'm too weak to beat 18. But this is the team that I've been using to get to 18. And this is a bit of an odd looking team. So I'm using the red dragon. The red faction is what you want to use against the Titan guy. And then I have my front line here of Siegfried. I had been using Oberoni as well, but I just found she's actually not like doing that much for you. You don't need her. Like Siegfried is the only front line that I think you need, and she's actually more durable because she has the lifesteal. And then Titania is invaluable. Like you need the healing, and she's the best red elemental healer. Ifrit, obviously Ifrit is going to be amazing. She's the best DPS. and then also Vivian, basically the best buffer that we have here. So these four, I think, are kind of obvious. And then the weird one here is my SR. I've got Siren here because I just need more healing. And she's the other red healer. And she actually works really well. Like, you'll be surprised. Trust me. She really helps you survive through, like, when he does that thing where he, like, fires all the meteors down on you and it just, like, pummels your whole team for, like, 5 whole seconds or something. Like, having both Titania and Siren will keep you alive through that. Otherwise, I don't know how you survive it. Unless you're just, like, higher power, right? Then whatever. But, like, look at the deficit we're at here, right? I mean, I'm supposed to be 4.8 million. Or the power that I'm going against, and I'm 1.8 million. So there's a bit of a deficit. And then using Apollo, because she does crazy single target damage. So even though she doesn't belong to the red faction, she just got me the more DPS. Because before, I think I had... Who was I using here? I think I had... Oh, I had Poseidon there. So I had Poseidon here, and that got me to 17. And with Siren and Titania, I was able to survive through the whole fight. But he still would have like 2 or 3 bars of health left. I swapped out Poseidon, put in Apollo, who, you know, has a pink star, so she's a little more upgraded, and she just has higher single target damage anyway. And that made me push through, and that's how I got to 18. And then here is my skill order, if you guys care about that. So, quick note, I've said this before. Make sure you put Vivian in front of your main DPS, which in this case should be Ifrit. And then, obviously, you want your Siegfried in the front row. And then I put my 2 healers here in the middle and Apollo in the back. Some of this placement will depend on what your artifacts are, obviously, because you want to grab certain buffs for different characters. But really important things is Siegfried in the front row, which, I mean, she has to be, and then Vivian in the middle right in front of Ifrit. And then this is my turn order. So we want to buff Ifrit's attack as soon as possible, and then hit with Ifrit as soon as possible, and then we're also going to hit with Apollo next. So we're just dealing as much damage as we can with these first 3, and it's all pretty cheap, right? Like 3, 4, 3, and you just like blast the boss as quickly as possible, and then we need to heal. And then Siegfried is going to hit it with the defense down and get another heal from Siren, and then we're going to hit them again. And generally this goes fast enough that, like, you know, the defense down by your second round is still going to be around when these girls hit. And you'll just keep going and going and going through the cycle, and you should be able to beat it on auto. So, yeah, we'll do it again. I'm gonna fail here because I'm way too weak to beat 18. You can see we're already all at half health. He just did 1 attack. Oh. There goes Apollo. The rest of us are actually surviving longer than I expected. Oh, this is what's probably going to, like, annihilate us. So this attack is his scariest attack, for sure. On level 17, Titania and Siren is enough to keep you alive for this. But on 18, it's just, yeah, it's insane. There's no way. Alright, so I'm going to sweep 17 with these that I bought, just to show you guys. Dang, would have been cool if we got an SSR, but I guess that's impossible. Oh, World Auction. World Auction is coming up. It's about to start. Opens in a minute. Okay. Do we have gear that we can give people from that? Gear. No. Oh, there we go. Some better stuff for our assassin. Cook Forge Athena? No? Okay. So yeah, I got my Siren equipped because I need her. I really need another copy of Hellveil 2, by the way. That would be really helpful. Oh, let's equip. Cool. Okay. World Auction. 20 seconds to see what our options are. You managed to get a 2 crit set. You're guessing it's good for assassins? Yeah. Dude, that's nice. Anytime you can complete a set, I think is like really good at this point in the game. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be good on assassins. All right, we got Athena shards, Hades shards, Poseidon shards, Ares shards, Panda. There's another World Serpent, Flame Witch. A lot of options. Golve is pretty good. How many Hades shards do I have? 47 already. I'm getting there. All right, let's heart Hades. All right, Vic, you gotta try and get some of these Ares shards. I'm probably skipping Azure Dragon, by the way. Not because she's terrible or anything, and I do like her design, but you got to pick your battles, and I think, like, for my account and what I want to save for in the future, I'm going to pass on Azure Dragon. You like it for the heal block ability? Heal block is probably pretty useful. And I should say, okay, I'm going to get 1 copy of her. I've decided that getting 1 copy of every unit should be pretty much automatic. Because it's really easy. You know, the pity is 5. And I think it's very useful to have at least 1 copy. And then you can use them in like the so-called balanced modes at least. And also grind their shards with affection levels and things like that. So I do think it's worth getting 1 copy. But I'm not going to build her, I guess is what I should say. And I think she's probably a pretty good unit, but again, I got to like make my priorities and think about things that I want to get in the future, you know what I mean? Your green tower needs the help. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, here we go. Dude. I hate it. I hate it. Why does this auction suck? I was so quick on that. Oh, it's dumb. Vic, were you able to get Ares shards this time? That's so crazy how fast that was. You got 3 shards? Okay, so you got Ares shards at least. Dude, that was so silly. I feel like people must be setting up macros for this. You got an Evo shard? Nice. Oh, people are starting to buy these out now. Hey, Holy Bishop, still available. SSR plus healer and buffer. Mark of Law. Evo stones are valuable. I would pick up a blue one if it was available, but whatever. Mobile is the way to go because you can like tap with your fingers. It's true, it's true. Because you can like hover over like the confirm button and like. But I'm streaming. One of the rare instances where being on PC is actually worse. Got the stones, need the stars, yeah. I think I need one more blue Evo stone. I think I have 5, but my dragon is getting close-ish, but it's still going to be a while because I got to get 1 more star here, and then I have to get 6 more stars before we can evolve it. So I'll definitely have time to get my 1 more Evo stone before I need to. Okay, so let's go back to adventure. And try and push through some more of these. I have not been doing well on the towers. I'm definitely far behind what I could be. Even on my strongest element, I'm only on floor 94, which I should definitely be on floor 100. But I don't know. I suck, I guess. Here's hoping next Cloud Clash is red and blue. Dude, that would be nice. Okay, so yeah, we want to target the healers. Dude, the green element is rough. Like, if I could get Moonin built up, then I'd have some decent DPS with her. But until I can get, like, 1 more copy of her, I just have, like, so many supports, right? But I would probably take out this girl, the deer girl, to put in Moonin if I had her. But let's see how this goes. You scrape by on this, Dr. Eagles? What team were you using? If you've got secrets, let me know. Sudden says my highest floor is 59. You want to start working on a second dragon, but not sure which one? I mean, I think the red dragon is the obvious one. I feel like most people are like red and something else. Maybe it's like red and sanctum, or red and blue, or maybe red and black. But I feel like red is one of the obvious ones to build at launch. And like you can use Ifrit. Or you could take her in the blue direction as well. So, you know, could be that. Which floor am I on? Let me see. What floor am I on? Floor 79. Use the bull guy. Marilys is the goat for pushing deficit. Pretty sure she's green faction. Marilys and the bull guy? Wait, who is Marilys? Oh, so you're saying you use this SR guy? Really? Wait, what's this girl's name? Nalia. I don't know who Marilys is. No, you have the Bull SSR. Oh, I must not... I have him, but I must not have him to his next level to give him the right color. Let me see. Oh, no. I just... Wait, there's an SSR Bull guy? I just don't have him? Hold up. Let's see. Summon. Is he a plus? No, he must be a normal one. How? I haven't pulled a single copy of this bull guy? How is that possible? This is the one unit that I'm missing? That's crazy. No, I wouldn't have used him for exchange. I always make sure I have a duplicate. Dang. Yeah, he is green automatically. His other one's otherworldly. But I've never gotten this guy. I've never gotten Astros. Okay, let's put him on the wish list. That's wild. How have I never gotten one copy of this bull guy? He just slipped through the cracks. Alright, well... I guess it's a good thing I found that out, because I want to make sure I have all of them. Okay, let's try otherworldly. You got him as a random ward from one of the towers. Alright. So this is why I really want another copy of Hellveil. Because I was using her, but she just dies so fast. I think she needs more durability to have Hellveil is a very durable tank, but I don't know. I think because she's only the base stars, I took her out. I've been using her for a while, but I got to the point where it just didn't seem like it was working anymore. Alright, well, let's just run this. And see what happens. Hellveil also spills wine on dates. Hellveil looks pretty good. I'm a pretty big fan of Hellveil. Ooh, we're dying. Oof. Ooh, I think we got this. Just gotta clean up these little slimes. And now kill the dragon. Dude, Medusa and turning people to stone is pretty useful. Getting Apollo was a massive upgrade for Otherworldly. I think Otherworld was like the weakest faction prior to Apollo. Hellveil is pretty good for you on this one. Do you have her at base or do you have it multiple stars? Because I don't know, I've been using her and it's been a struggle. She just like dies really quick. Or is the secret, do I need to like use her burst right away if I have Hellveil? You have her at least 6 stars. It might make the difference. Because Hellveil is a good unit. And she's just really underperforming for me. And so I can only assume it's because she's at base 5 stars. Because she worked up to a point. And then, I don't know what floor it was. She just started to like die almost instantly. I think because, you know, she's a tank, so everybody goes to attack her, and then if she doesn't have enough health, then that's it. Alright, that was a super easy victory. Alright, we gotta make sure we kill Moonin before she goes berserk, but we also have to kill Caligula back here. His healing gets pretty annoying with his totem that he has. Maybe we'll try this. Ooh, boy. This is not good. They're up in my face. Dude, vaporized by Apollo, though. Get wrecked. It could be because of the subclass you have her on, but you're sure having more stars help. Which subclass are you using? Can I see what subclass I have them on from here? Oh yeah, I have Shield Guardian. I feel like this is the best one for most. I don't know, because just making your tanks tankier. But if you're having more success with a different subclass, I'll totally try it out. I think we'll stick with this formation. Since I don't have a guard, I just have to generally have somebody get hit by the assassin. And I just make that be Gabrielle, because she will kind of wreck them in a one-on-one fight normally anyway. You have her on Centurion. Okay, interesting. I don't remember what it does off the top of my head, but I'll check after this fight. And it does not look like I'm going to be auto this one, because either I'm too weak, and just everybody attacking Anubis is not, like, super helpful either, so... Oh, we killed him! Never mind, we're having a comeback. Maybe we're just going to win. It's very close. It's 3-on-3. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Yes! Gabrielle for the win. Dude, this stupid boar over here is hassling my dragon. Nice. Nice. I thought we were going to lose that. I was like, all right, well, that's that. Sweet. Okay, so we actually made our 10 for the day. So let's claim it. What did we get? Bull guy? Bull guy? Give me the bull guy? No? Dude, that would have been sick if we got the bull guy. Normally I hope for Gorgon or Cleopatra in that case, but apparently I just never get the boar guy. The bull guy, I mean. Why did I say boar? Yeah, Gabrielle does carry so hard, for sure. That said, mine is definitely weaker than yours. I'm only on 3 purple stars. Alright, can we beef anybody up? 70. Do bull polls? I don't even have, like, tickets, do I? I have 3 tickets. I'm not gonna just start doing a bunch of polls on this just to try and get whatever this guy... What is his name, anyway? What is his name? Astros. Okay. I think that's from Greek mythology. Labyrinth Overlord, Astros. Also a Soul Calibur character, who I'm sure got his name from Greek mythology as well. Okay, so let me look at Hellvale. And you have her on Centurion, huh? What does this do? For each buff status on self, increase own dual defense by 6%. Okay. So you can get up to 24% dual defense. I assume that means magic and physical defense. And whereas this only gives you physical and magic by 6 automatically. Anyone who isn't waifu gets used as exchange food for you. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. I mean, I've definitely prioritized building the waifus. I mean, let's be honest. That's why we're here. But I have a couple of them that are like at least on pink stars. I don't think I've ever even gotten a second copy of Anubis. Or the panda for that matter. But yeah, I've never pulled that bull a single time. That's so crazy. But anyway, so Centurion... Okay, so for each buff status on self. So what is buffing her a lot? Can she buff herself? So Death Rattle. Death Rattle. Crit down on the enemy. Doing physical damage and attack. And gaining fervor, I mean. Blessing effect increases physical defense, magic defense. Like doubles well in grace status. Okay, so she can give herself 1 buff. And is potentially going to get buffed by let's see, I would swap her out. So then who would be buffing her other than herself? Who is on the team? I'm pretty sure Apollo doesn't buff anybody. She's just like her own DPS. Astros apparently came from a Semitic deity used as a name of a demon in Hebrew and Christian mythology. Our boy Lovecraft used it as the name of one of his gods. I thought it was Azathoth. Like something close to Astaroth. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know. Okay, so originally came from Hebrew mythology. Okay. You think we'll get Kratos? Maybe. I'm here for it if we do. It'll probably be a gender bender Kratos. Who else was on my team? Gorgon? Does she buff anybody? That was the most vermouth all of chat ever. Hey, drop in knowledge, I guess. We got Ares. Ares is his brother. That's true. That's true. That's true. Of course, who is not a brother or sister in the Greek gods? It's all a bit incestuous. So I think she buffs. She does buff. Dr. Eagles, do you use Nanalia, or Nanali, I guess her name is, with Hellveil? Because I would have just been like, oh, I'll take her off the team. But actually, she adds buffs, so that could work with Hellveil. What do I have my other guards on anyway? Makes me wonder if I should change Athena too. I think her ideal subclass is one that I have not unlocked yet. Yeah, that's pretty good. But this might be worth using. Especially because the Sanctum team has a lot of buffs. I'm going to switch this on Athena as well. Because I think that'll work well with Horse Girl, Chiron. Herman, subclass. I think in this case, I want the Royal Guard. Royal Guard is pretty useful. And particularly on blue team, I think I want to stick with Royal Guard. Oberoni, let's see. I think we want Guardian eventually. Let's see. In battle, increase own and nearby allies' dual defense by 6%. This effect cannot stack if carried by multiple luminaries. Okay, so... Ooh, I should have read these better before. Because this is also going to buff allies. You know what? We're going to switch. We're going to switch to standard bearer. Vermouth doesn't need age verification. You want this Jeopardy? Dang. Just called him old. Ophelia is still working like a charm. There's been a lot of cases when you get unstuck slotting her in. Nice. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. I'm still waiting on getting my copy of Ophelia. But, yeah. Makes sense. Okay. So let's see about the main tower. Okay, we got a boss, Chiron. And a lot of tanky units. And then... For this one... Oh my gosh, we have Titania with her. That's really annoying. Alright, we're gonna have both of my assassins go straight to Titania. See how this goes. Dude, the amount of healing they have is crazy. Okay, let me restart. Like, they would not die, even though both of them are all hitting Titania right away. We're gonna manual some bursts. They're not called bursts in this game, but I don't know, whatever they are. Okay, hit Titania. Hit these enemies. Use the blue dragon. Hit Titania again. A Tanith. Brute! How did Titania live through all that? That's so stupid. There's no way. Let's retry that again. Let's retry that again. All right. Start battle. Okay. Titania. Hades, Blue Dragon. Hello, Blue Dragon. Gabrielle. Good lord, she still lived through it. Okay. Maybe I'll delay the use of all of them. So they kind of all go off at the same time. Alright, hold. 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 Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We killed her. We killed her. Oh my god. Dude, that was insane. I had to save up maximum burst energy. And I still don't know if I'll beat this, because these guys are all tanky, and we're, like, taking them to the face. Oh, Hades is going to die in the background. Oh, no, she lived, she lived. Hades been silenced. I think we're going to run out of time. These enemies are so tanky, even without Titania healing them. Okay, we killed their dragon. That's progress, that's progress. Hades finally died. It's just Scheherazade and Gabrielle left. We're not going to get this done. We're not going to get this done. There's way too much health to chew through. Okay, okay. I just have to get stronger. That's not happening. Okay, let's run one of these. What are they actually called? It's not called their burst attack. What is... Is it their ultimate attack? Their special attack? Games need to, like, get on board with just making the terminology universal. And just make it easier for all of us. We're like, alright, this is their super attack, this is their burst attack, this is their talent, this is their basic attack. You're struggling with Otherworld Floor 93? I mean, it's probably pretty difficult, I bet. Overdose? Overdrive. I wish it was Overdose. That would be hilarious. I'm calling it Overdose from now on. Got a reward. Thank you. Slime Showdown. All right, let's not make jokes about that. Let's not make jokes about that. We don't need the algo taking notice of like weird stuff more than it already does. Alright, we got some badly needed... I'm actually going to sweep this because I need more of these. These are so valuable, so I'm going to sweep these. Typically, I do my one daily run on all of these, obviously. And then I do a full sweep on slimes and a full sweep on experience. There's probably someone... Yeah, dude, 100% Vic. There's definitely someone out there doing that. You think you need to get stronger? Dude, Dr. Eagles has pushed content like crazy. It's very impressive. Like, I actually need these more than the SR ones. Alright, so we got a lot of experience points, so let's get Warrior caught up. Ooh, I could only level once. Okay. Eagles and Fangor got some rivalry going on. Fangor is our resident whale. Right, star upgrade. Not this bull guy, the other bull guy. Let me double check. Is there anything... can I upgrade my blue units anymore? Star upgrade. No. No. Ooh, maybe. I could feed her this goblin. Dude, it's really rough leveling up the blue ones. Because it's like, well, I don't want to use this as fodder for him. You know what I mean? Ooh, wait a minute. Maybe I can level him up. Let's see. Archery. Do I have I already leveled him? Oh, I did. So I already like reset him. Okay, so I just need to upgrade the elf girl, not him. Because I already got him to max. What level is my elf girl? Oh, but I don't have a copy of her. I have tons of fodder, but I don't actually have her. I only have a 5-star of her. Alright, well, it is what it is. Okay, so if we done... Oh, I haven't done this. I haven't done this at all yet. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Let's go to floor 2. And then we have PvP. And that's going to be it. Hello? Oh, it's sometimes it does it. It'll get stuck. It's like you told it to sweep, but then it won't actually sweep. There we go. Now it's doing it. Sure, we'll take a backup Ifrit, just in case. Who do I want to give blessings to? I will give blessings to Fenrir. You've noticed it's because of the intro message? And that's what makes it glitch? Maybe you're right. Ooh, nice. We got the final reward for artifacts. Okay, so we just got a couple things we gotta do. Elite, recover blessing, and boss. An elite Fenrir. Alright, so I think we target a Tanith. I want to target Scheherazade, but I can't. So I'll target a Tanith. And... yeah, we'll go with that placement. Hydrate. This is the last of my water. Everybody should drink water. We'll go for the evasion. Actually, wait, crit. That's way better. Now we'll go for the shadow step. I've kind of leaned into crit in this game. I feel like it's pretty good. We'll take a backup Poseidon. I don't think we'll need her, but fine. To the boss. We got more random Patriots hate in the chat. All right, let's go over here. And this kind of sucks. I guess we'll go like that. Like that. I think we'll beat this probably pretty easily. Another thing that probably contributes to Hellveil's buffs, or anybody who has that kind of thing, which I was just thinking about, is your artifacts too. So like things that give like, you know, like random shield or random crit up or whatever, if they're like in the right row, that would probably trigger her subclass as well. I haven't touched this since day one. How many? Wait, how many days do we have? 5 days. Okay, all right. I want to make sure I do at least one more run to try and improve times a bit. On the last day or maybe the last 2 days. Because, I mean, none of these... I just literally use the same team for every single one. And I, like, beat each one on my first try just because it worked out. But I'm probably not good. Yeah, rank 279. I'm sure we can do much better than that. But we're not going to worry about that for now. Okay. And can we... Nope. Nope, we can't. Okay. All right. Well, let's get some of this going in the background. I don't know if I'm strong enough to beat anything more because I already beat a bunch of stages earlier today. But let's start this and then do some PvP. Seems like Dragon Traveler is going to have full time on the stream schedule now, still against making videos. Yeah, I mean, because of the whole Silver and Blood debacle, it's unfortunate. Which, I mean, maybe I would have kept streaming Dragon Traveler anyway, because I've been having a lot of fun with it. But especially because I wasn't streaming Silver and Blood, I was like, yeah, well, might as well keep doing it, right? Am I against making videos? I mean, no. But I think the thing is, I should have made videos from the beginning if I was going to make videos. You know what I mean? At this point, people probably have their sources for their Dragon Traveler info, you know, their go-to channels. And we're kind of past the point of needing like all the basic guides on like what does this game mode do or whatever, because like the game's been out for like a month now. So I just don't know if it would be like, if there'd be that many people that would actually watch Dragon Traveler videos from me at this point. All right, I think we can beat this. Oh, we won one battle. All right. And then... Can we beat any of these? Maybe I can beat this person. Can I beat Knight? This might be close, but I think we can win this 2 out of 3. Ooh, not even close. All right, well, we won 1 match. Dude, how did we get wrecked up here? Oh, it's probably all because of this Diamond Gabrielle. Otherwise, we probably would have taken that win. It did just launch on Steam. It did launch on Steam, didn't it? When was the release date for Steam? Like, by just launch, do you mean like yesterday or like last week? For me personally, you haven't found a single channel that you can rely on. Gotta cobble together multiple content creators. Okay. But you hear you need to figure out the right spot to start coverage. Yeah. Okay, this is somebody I can beat for sure. This is somebody I can beat. Yeah, nice. It launched tonight. Wow, okay. I mean, well, in theory, that should bring in new players, so that could be a good time to capitalize. But I've also got to bake. I got to make Licorice Recoil videos now. I don't know. It kind of sounds like I'm making excuses. I don't want to. It's not like I don't want to make videos. But I just got to be honest with myself that maybe I just have like too much going on right now. I don't know. It could be a good move actually to make Dragon Traveler videos right now, especially with the Steam launch. But I don't know. I think I just have to say no to it, you know? All right, nothing more we can do here because I already placed my bet. Okay. Points League. Wait, did I already do these fights? I think I did the normal arena fights already. I did. I'm down to 284. Ouch. Okay. Dude, they matched me with a really strong opponent. I don't think I can beat this. This is really unlucky. Why did the random matchmaking give me somebody who has such higher power than me? Okay, let's try it. It's close-ish, but that Gabrielle is probably just going to just destroy me, though. Yep, okay. Oh, that still took me to master, though. That's funny. And this isn't me saying that I will never make Dragon Traveler videos, by the way. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. It's just, it's sort of unfortunate because I feel like, you know, I missed the best window to start doing that. And so I'm just not sure. The matchups go all over the place. Yeah, for real. Why do they have their Vivian just sitting here in the middle by herself? That's a weird placement. I think... let's go get her. Full steam ahead. Go kill Vivian. Looks like Fate Potion will be available in 2 days. Okay, so that does sync up with the Calamity Halkins that are coming out in 2 days. So That makes sense. You've seen a lot of people don't know how Vivian works and just place her anywhere. Yeah. Good thing I told all you guys so you know. So You Mo You is following on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Well, somebody else apparently wants me to make Dragon Traveler videos since they just started following me. Let's go. This is probably totally a guard right here. So let's just target Ifrit. I-930 NYCE. Thank you for the follow. Dr. Yellow says, it's true. I learned how she works from you. Glad to help out. Glad to help out. I don't know everything. But when I do know something, I try and let all of you guys know too. Alright. I think we got this as a pretty easy win. Dose more. Double guard, huh? Funny that they bother with the double guard formation and then they're not even guarding Ifrit. Also, they apparently don't know how Vivian works too, because they just buffed their Atanith. Alright, whatever. We'll take the easy win. We'll take the easy win. Okay, this looks like a close matchup. We have almost equal power. And this is a bit scarier. Okay, so I think we'll guard. That might be an assassin in the back. And then I would like to hit Chiron, but I can't because of how they placed their units. So good on them. Maybe I just leave it like this. So then we'll rush forward and hit Marilis or whatever her name is. And Fenrir will go and hit Gorgon. Otherwise we'll keep getting hit by stone. They might just outlast us though. It's possible that they just outlast us. I don't know who this is. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, it was an assassin, so White Tiger, whatever. Can we kill Chiron? Yes, okay, we got it, we got it. We're now a Grand Master. Still got the frame from the last season, though. Got it on the first season and haven't lost it since. But we're using the Apollo one for right now because, you know, it's cool. Gotta flex that we have Apollo. What should we use for actual avatar? I guess for the rest of the night. We'll just leave it on the World Serpent or whatever her name is. Why not? Okay, what? Protagonist? What is this? Oh, I have enough little dragon shards to convert. Yeah, let's do it. So I've gotten to the point where if I have actual shards, obviously I'll use it on the red dragon. And then, I mean, that goes for any dragon, right? But I use all of my dragon's blood on the blue dragon to try and evolve it once. And then I'll probably start building the white one, or maybe even Otherworld. We'll see. And obviously keep building the red one. You've managed to hold on to the legendary frame. Nice. Congrats. Congrats. Oh, we can claim some diamonds. All right. All right, I'm going to let you know. There's only one thing that I've been a little upset about. It was a good stream. But I was so close to beating there can only be one. That was so frustrating. I just can't destroy that tentacle. I need like half a second more. That would have been really cool to do it on stream tonight. But hey, it is what it is. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Things are probably going to be okay on Discord. I mean, if their Twitter post is real, it's probably fine. I think they're a little scared of the backlash they're getting online. So we'll see. We'll see. But if my server suddenly goes dark or I never respond to anything, it's because I no longer have access because I didn't do the verification and it was required for whatever reason. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Cross your fingers, guys. Obviously, if that does happen, then I will address it on stream or, you know, in a YouTube video, whatever. So everyone does just mysteriously wonder why Thanos snapped the server or something. But I think we're going to be okay. Again, from what they're saying, it sounds like it's going to be okay. So anyway, Dragon Traveler videos maybe going to be a thing in the future, but I just got to find the right timing and the right time in my life to do it as well. Licorice Recoil launching tomorrow. Pretty hyped for the collab. I watched the show. It was better than I expected it to be honest. And I'm looking forward to new players coming in to Nikke because of it. And I will be pulling for the units, trying to get one copy of each. So with that in mind, hope you guys have a great night, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is, wherever you're at in the world. And I will catch you guys in the next video or stream. Peace and be kind.